So the biggest shock, the most heart-wrenching thing I think we got to see come out of E3 was seeing our girl Aqua, who has been waiting on us to come save her in the realm of darkness for 12 plus years now, turn around with her body engulfed in darkness, reveal her Norded eyes and white hair, and speak those bone-chilling, heartbreaking lines.
You're too late.
And ever since then, fans everywhere have been distraught. The whole community is talking about this, wondering how it came to be, and hoping that Sora can save her in Kingdom Hearts 3. So much so, in fact, that hashtag SaveAqua is an actual thing on Twitter. And if you are one of those fans, I have some very interesting news for you guys today, because Nomura actually spoke upon the Aqua reveal, giving us a little bit of insight on what he thought about fans' reaction, and even to whether or not she can actually be saved. So without further ado, let's go. When asked about the fans' reaction to Aqua's reveal in an interview, this is what Nomura had to say. We had that scene with Aqua in that announcement of Frozen, and I was actually just surprised that there was the same or more buzz surrounding Aqua, because Frozen was supposed to be the big reveal. I was just surprised when people were surprised she had fallen to darkness. I of course know the entirety of the storyline, so in fact there are more surprises, and some even bigger than that. I just wonder if everyone will be okay. Guys, I don't know right now whether to feel tried or terrified. He literally says, I wonder if everyone will be okay. Like, no, we're not okay now. What could this man possibly have planned to just completely decimate our souls? Because the fact that he thinks that Aqua's reveal wouldn't have come as shocking tells us one thing, and that's his shock gauge is clearly broken. And he thinks that there are even bigger surprises than that. That scares me. Shit, to hear Nomura this confidently, this boldly say that he wonders if we will be okay, that scares the hell out of me. And yet, it all excites me to no end, because you guys already know, I want that darker story, I want those feels, and I want this game to keep me at the edge of my seat the entire time, then throw me off and make me cry on the floor. And based on what this tells us, we can tell that there is actually going to be a lot of crying on the floor, and that fans are in for a lot of surprises. So make sure that when you buy Kingdom Hearts 3, you get the Kingdom of Feels edition, which comes with 1 copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, 2 boxes of limited edition Kingdom Hearts 3 tissues to wipe your tears away, and 1 all expenses paid trip to the hospital to get your heart sewn back in your chest, because guys, you might need it. And I'm very curious to know what you guys think you might find more shocking than Aqua's reveal, but I think the bigger question is, will you guys be okay? Next, we have some very interesting information about Aqua's fall to darkness coming out of an interview with GNN, where they mentioned Aqua and the fact that fans are concerned for her, and of course, Nomura being the ray of hope that he is, had this to say. There is a reason. Of course, it cannot be leaked. However, it is not without the chance to save her. This part depends on the player's efforts. Yeah, okay guys, that translation's a bit rough, but we can make out what he says, and honestly guys, this is very interesting, because not only does it tell us there is a chance that Aqua can be saved, but that also there is a chance that she may not be saved based on the player, which is quite curious. We do know that text-based scenes are a thing of the past, and we have yet to see any in-cutscene dialogue choices, but is it possible that choices would make its way into Kingdom Hearts 3? Now, we have had choices before that affect gameplay. For example, at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, the questions asked by Waka, Selphie, and Titus, these affect the way that you gain experience throughout the game. But could the things that we do, the choices that we make, really shape the story this time around? Possibly. This does seem like something that we've only seen more and more of over this console generation, but I need to say that I really hope it doesn't. I don't want choices for things to say or do to actually affect the outcome of things within Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a plot-driven story that we have been getting told over the last 16 years, and personally, I want to know the outcome of all these events and hear the story the way it was intended. Though, if something like this did come to Kingdom Hearts 3, I wouldn't complain. I'd like to point out that this doesn't necessarily mean that choices are coming to Kingdom Hearts 3. Another cool thing I thought about when I realized he said player effort and not player choice or decision is that maybe it really is just the amount of effort the player puts into the game, leveling up your stats, and then the effort put into certain fights, because maybe you do only have 1 chance to beat Aqua or save her, and if you can't save her, that's it. That's her fate, and it will set the events to follow. And something like this would be really interesting, and I think I like this more than the choices, because it leaves a few groundbreaking moments throughout the game to totally change the shape of what happens, and you don't have a choice. All you can do is try. Nomura said in another interview recently, completely unrelated, that while he understands Kingdom Hearts is not too realistic, he wants fans to grasp a sense of reality too, and giving players 1 chance with monumental fights and testing their own willingness to progress and get stronger while also giving consequence to failures to not proper preparation does exactly that, and also gives a lot of reason to revisit the game, because if they do decide to do something like this for Aqua, or maybe to an alternate ending or some other boss fights throughout the game. If we fail, there's no way we're not going back and saving Aqua. There's no way we're not going to go back through and play again to stop darkness from taking over the world. And I don't know, guys, I just thought this would be really interesting. But anyways, what do you guys think about the idea of choices coming to Kingdom Hearts 3, or the idea that there would be consequential failures to battles like Aqua's, and the idea that if there's a fight and we lose, we might not be able to save her? Or let me know how you think this comment could be interpreted. I'd love to know, so make sure you leave all that good stuff down below. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and make sure that you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my videos, and I will see you next time.